to turn to the audience.
Sorry.
Yeah, when I turned to the audience to say, look what's happening, and they're all. Everybody in the room was out. It's okay. It was so good. So the next thing is what? And you could eliminate like the first one if you don't like it, if that's one you don't like. If you don't like this one, you eliminate it. Or if you don't want any of these, if you have different consensus, you can use those. Next one is the hand rotation. First feet, the hand rotation. So I mean, I'll go over the points of that.
So do you do, I
You're so
noticed.
brave. I'm like.
Yeah.
Should I bring a chair over here?
Yeah, you can bring
That
up.
was part of it.
Yeah, you can use that one.
So Glenn, I noticed so in hypnosis and whatever, we do a lot of threes,
Yes,
deeper.
and that's why I these.
So is that why you do three real quick techniques? Okay.
And actually, if I were doing it, if I had a captive audience I knew was really interested, I would do 3 card identifications. Three, and I might use different techniques. And on the third one, I say that, then I would do the hand and face.
I was just reading about the rule of 3 for writing and comedy and also other kinds of writing. The rule of 3
Yeah.
pervades.
Yes,
Right?
and there's that expectation. If you do 2, there's that expectation.
For some reason, the human mind wants 3.
And that's why and I sort of, like I said, this is a little bit abbreviated, but I would say, what are the odds of me doing identification once instead of 150? So what about twice? Well, that's 52 times 51, which is, I haven't memorized 2003, I don't remember. It's just enormous number. So when you do it the third time, also, when you guys, so another thing, and I actually want to point this out, when you're doing hypnosis and somebody's standing up, you need to keep these 3 fingers on their shoulder. She almost went down. She was going like this, and I felt it, and I would steady her. And so when I first when I started off, I did not do hypnotherapy. I started off as a street. And I learned pretty quick is that sometimes people will just go clunk right on the ground. It happened to me twice. They start going down. They go, whoopsie, and standing right back up. So and then kind of, and after a while, maybe I'm profiling, but people who are from Hispanic cultures, they are ready to collapse right to the ground. We did it with what is that ceremony when girls?
Quinceañera.
I can't say that. Quinceañera. And there were some girls who came out of Quinceañera and they wanted to see a magic trick. And I did it, and this girl started to drop right to the ground. And I said, and keeping your legs erect. Strong and balanced, perfect, blah, 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 blah. And then one kid I did up on, I was doing a fair, and he just went clump. Unfortunately, he didn't fall down. He just went completely over like this, much more flexible than I am. He's going plump, he was like, okay, it's so it can happen. So this is why I did this. And also, so when you don't want to stand in front of them, right? You don't want to do that. And so you stand to the side, whatever, it doesn't make a side. But I asked her what hand what hand did she was. And it didn't. She said her right hand. I said, well, use your left hand. That made like I made an authoritative decision. It didn't make sense. That's called witch doctoring, mentalists. So you give importance to things. And this is another one when her hand was up like this. This is the ambiguous touch. Seems like it has meaning. Like this. And then I just followed it in. She very gracefully held it in place, and I said, and as your hand moves slowly behind your waist, relax. Deeply, deeply follow. Just, I want to mention these things before I forget. Question. If your hand was up, that means you got a question.
Yeah, do you ask permission to touch?
And in a case like this with the cards and stuff like this, no.
They've already given permission by coming forward.
Yeah. And this is why when you raise your hand, this is obviously a safe touch. This is a safe touch. And you're here for, and they can feel the best for balance. She was going like this. I had one woman, she wasn't going to fall over, but she was just rocking all over. All right.
So I got one thing to add. So on the falling over thing, I set it up. I say, we're not going to do hypnosis right now. I'm going to just explain a few things to you. But just know that I don't know if you're gonna fall into trance or not.
Yeah.
But if you do, just know that your legs will support you and you'll be as sturdy as ever.
Yeah.
And I'll be here to help you along.
And that's one way. And I never said I'm putting anybody in the trance, I'm not saying anybody.
Yeah.
And I just went through the steps. So that way, if the person says, well, I wasn't in hypnosis, I said, I didn't. Hypnosis.
So you can't fail.
Yeah, I can't fail. So this is a no fail. And the fact that the person's eyes are closed, you're saying, this is another thing, is you don't have a seat. You're standing. Don't ever have anybody do something. So that's just the law. And I know there's a whole branch. And many people are really willing to do silly and stupid things. But it sends the wrong message. It just does.
Some people want to be exhibitionists and then they're just helping people along and doing that.
Yeah.
So it's, get permission.
Yeah.
Right, quite like it. One time, if I do like a more of a verbal discussion, I'll say, okay, Ernest, what sound does the duck make? Everyone goes, quack. I say, okay, we got this over with, you go home to Facebook. You can tell everybody, this made me quack like a duck. I go, go on, right?
The fact that the people who volunteer for the one of these, we all know.
Yeah. And there's something going on. It's not just showing off. There's something else going, because I thought that, so the first like stage hypnosis show I saw, hypnotist came over and said, oh, you guys here, John Travolta, and man, they were moving, they had all the moves and stuff. I said, they have to, there's no way I would go up there, and I just can't dance like that. So they have to practice rehearsal. There's no way. But then when I started watching, they weren't unaware of each other. They didn't see anybody else on stage. They were the only ones in their head. You can see by the movement, they were not moving together at all. They were all doing what they thought was John Travolta. So there's something else going on there. There's a lot of compliance. There's some sort of buzzy in between state, not what we do, but there's something else going on. Anyway, so when you put somebody into trance, or what appears to be trance, you just give them positive. You just do ego boosting the whole time. And everybody else here in the audience goes, oh, so that's what it is. I like that. There's nothing to be afraid of because all they tell me are positive. You need resources to pass. Or you can say, what are the things you look and think about? All the good things that have come up. So you do the fact, or you can put however you want to do it for the other. So the important thing here is that there's a little bit of space between the legs. There's actually an induction that I figured out where the person, and this is not what we're doing, but they have their hands out like this. And I said, I'd like for you to look at both hands at the same time, right? Especially if you get it right on the edge. Look at both, and it may help that if you unfocus your eyes to be able to see the flow. People will drop into trance. Just like that's not what we're doing now. So, and you say you want to have like the space of a magazine, so that takes the load of, because they go from here, which is no load, here is not always easy to do. So you immediately load their arms, and then you just start talking. You guys all know how to say what it is. One hand might be lighter. What are the differences? You might feel heat, whatever. And as you watch the hand build up. I did this with a classroom of kids, and I always wait till the last day of school because I'm afraid. Someone would say, oh, you're hypnotizing kids in school. I said, this is not hypnosis. We can see what happens with your hands. And the hands will go like this. Goes, oh my God, I can't believe my hands floating. All right, so I'll let you do that.
All right, this next one, having our feet. This far apart.
You can model it by just saying that part, however you want to do it.
Comfortably apart. Coming around with your shoulder. Then have your hands on your knees. And flip them up about the width of the legs.
Both sides. Okay. And then just start talking to them. If you're hypnosis pattern.
You'll notice that one hand is wider, a little colder than the other. Notice that they, one of them, or both of them. Either of them, getting floating up slightly. Slowly. Breathe. Relax. Drag on your hands. Then floating up. One. And both. Floating back. Easily comfortable.
So some tips is if you sit on the edge of the seat, you might, rather than sitting against there, might be helpful. It's not necessary, but that's something I picked up over time. It just helps relax the shoulders, sitting like this. This you tend to go, that's right. So you hear like this, and it sort of sets it all up, and then it's here. So there are key phrases, maybe you guys know this already, so there's and so, which means because and consequently, there's a which. And as you relax, blah, 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 which means blah, 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 and so, blah, blah. And because you're so relaxed, so just, you can put together phrases that way. All right, thank you, Blaine, very much. Very good. And what would you want to? You want to start from the beginning, or you want to pick where we left off?
Just start from
Okay.
I have a question, Glenn. In that process, you know how we would do the heavy book and the balloon thing?
Yeah.
And so I noticed some hands that had, the lighter was up higher and the heavier was down. Would it be beneficial then? I probably would have said, now open your eyes and see the difference in your, so
Yeah.
that's a convincer for them to know that something was taking
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, if they can't, sometimes they can't feel it.
Mhm.
And I don't necessarily tell them to close their eyes. If they're fine. They can watch it,
Mhm.
and if their eyes closed, then that's okay.
Yeah.
I also really liked when you were doing it, Glenn, I noticed that you said, yes, maybe one hand, maybe both hands will like, but then sometimes people really like to just leave their hands where they are.
Yeah.
So you got it.
Everything is
Like
good.
everything is good.
And if you really want to be technical, it's like, that's right, the hand is stuck, it cannot move no matter what you do, right? And there's, if we had time, I could show you the hand stick. You could swap it in for it. Hand stick, memory seal, or name seal. Go ahead, Ann.
Okay.
The show's all yours.
All right, I need
So,
somebody to.
Ann, someone's holding your hip first.
I could, but I'm not gonna do that right now. This isn't an appropriate place to do that. But would anybody here like to experience how you
Mhm.
The model by raising your hand.
Oh.
Yeah. So you show them what you want. So the other thing that you might add is make a list of things you want to do. Well, this, is in hypnotherapy, it could be you manage discomfort, it could be stress, stop smoking, weight loss, they do all these things. This is obviously not the time and place to work. So, and that way you do a little selling ahead of time of what
when they come running up? So here's what I like you to do. You take your hands and put them together.
So assuming that she's repositioned this house, she would like.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because that's part of you're building your authority, you're building compliance, because you tell somebody to move and they do it. And if they don't want to move, maybe you could move to the side or something like that. So you're building your core group that you're doing.
You want me to do that, or you want me to just?
No, just say, you can say, I did that.
Okay.
I did that part about moving.
So now we're at the part where, here's what we're gonna do. I'd like everybody to put hands together. Not yet, not yet. I'll demonstrate it first. But put your hands together as if you were saying your prayers before you go to sleep. And then put your fingers up, separated just a little bit. Now I'd like you to do that with me. Hands up, fingers, and focus your attention on this the space between your two fingers. You might notice that your fingers start moving towards each other. And in a moment, we'll touch. And once that happens, you can drop your hands to your lap, relax.
So she gazes to see how many heads in her. And she did some really good things. So she modeled what she wanted, and she focused her attention here. That's good. And she modulated her voice as she her voice. Keep going. You did good.
Okay, so the next thing is, what I'd like you to do is to first move forward on your chair. Move forward so that your feet are comfortably solidly on the floor, and separated maybe shoulder width.
So you sit right on the edge.
comfortably, yeah. All right, so jaw upright and just sort of hang loose with your shoulders and your neck, everything's loose. And then wrap your arms like they go around the feet. And then imagine, I'd like you to imagine that there's a magnet in each hand, a powerful magnet. And this magnet is going to pull your hands together. You can close your eyes, if you like. You feel them coming invincibly to you. And again, once your hands meet, you can drop them, relax them in your lap. Excellent. Excellent. No, forget what comes next.
You can say 1, 2, 3 eyes open.
Oh,
If you look up, everybody's eyes are closed. You can
Close,
say 1, 2,
okay.
3. This one, you prep them, 1, 2, 3 eyes open.
1, 2, 3, eyes open.
And the next one would be the hand.
Yes. Okay, now I'm gonna have to sit down here and to do this. So allow your hands to rest on your knees, and again, be far forward on your chair. Relax. Place your hands on your knees. And lift them just enough that you can slip a magazine. And then I'd like you to close your eyes. And just feel your hands. What you're doing, we'll probably start numbers. Put your hands from each other. One may be warmer, one may be cooler, one may be lighter, one may be heavier. Maybe one is light, feels light, and one feels heavy. They might move together. You know, as they get lighter and move up. Leave your hands where they are right now. When I count 3, open your eyes and notice where your hands are. 1, 2, 3. Good job.
So smile, she gave us a smile, she gave us a reward. We got to perfect round of applause. Rebecca, I would like you to do the mind reading.
Oh, I'm not ready for that. I want to practice. I'm not ready for it.
Okay,
Okay.
Gannon, if
Okay,
you make a mistake, we'll just laugh at you. Remember,
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes.
if you miss, it's better than getting it right. If you get, like, if you're close, you say, oh,
okay,
so,
I'm gonna do my Marilyn Monroe first.
yeah.
All right, so,
You can do the city one if you want.
yeah, I forgot how to set this one up.
Yeah, so exactly, so what I do is I hold the cards, you guys all know what cards is, which is a truism, right? And we all agree about that. You want to say as many truisms as possible, because then you get suggestions on the truism. First card, so you all know what the cards are, right? And then you show them, and say, hold the clubs for the last, and say, here, and then find an example, here's something in spades or whatever. And then when you get to the clubs, this is my trademark. When you get to the clubs, you say, oh, for whatever you do, don't call them puppy paws, and everyone laughs, so
Yeah.
that releases tension.
Okay, so. I'm gonna do a demonstration here, and it's a mentalism demonstration. And I'm gonna use this deck of cards. Now, we all know about deck, cards, right? They have 4 suits, and I'll just show them to you,
So
so.
he did a good thing, when he said, you know about the cards, right? So and everyone will nod with that, because he's building cohesion between, so he's linking. He's asking you a question, right? He's expecting you to
Right. That's right. Okay, so, one of the suits is a heart, this, right? And we have,
He's very nonchalant, and he's not trying to be like an expert fan.
yeah,
He's just digging through the cards.
so the other red one is this suit. Can someone tell me what this suit is?
Diamond.
See, that's the good thing, right? He's asking for you to give an answer, and
Mhm.
that's another
Okay.
trick, is you leave blanks.
All right, so that leaves 2 black suits. And, there's this one. What suit is this? Spade, right?
And you can
And,
point out that's a face card.
yeah, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you have the last black suit. And I know what you're thinking.
So, and this is, let them fill it in.
Yeah, so what suit is this?
And then you.
Well,
you
yeah,
go around,
you know
oh,
what?
God, at least you.
We call it puppy toes. Yeah.
Puppy card, yeah. And I get, you learned this from your audience, these little things, right? Because I was in the. Said, what card is this? And somebody said, it was the 8 of puppy claws. And that stuck with me. I thought, oh, and I'll make that a joke. So you'll pick up lines.
So I'm gonna shuffle these cards and I'm gonna let someone pick one of these
So
cards.
no, for the first thing, he says, you know what, I'm gonna do this, we're not even gonna use the deck.
What?
Like, if you don't feel comfortable doing this part, don't do it to you. Just say, we're not even gonna use the deck, we're gonna set it down, we're gonna try no cards.
Oh, they're just gonna think of a card.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then you would come up close to somebody, you create this bubble, magicians always have bubbles around, and they're spinning, right? The bubbles.
okay,
And so, as you would move to whoever you want to work with, you might want to see, everybody might want to gather around, since there's nothing, you know, worry about speaking anything. Or for our purposes, you can just assume the marble, but keep that in mind, you are creating a bubble. This is close up now.
Okay. so I'm gonna, instead of using a deck, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you, one of you, choose a card. But before I do, I want you to know that each one of these suits has 13 cards. It starts at ace, goes up to 10, and then there are 3 picture cards, Jack, Queen, and King. So that's 13 cards in each suit. So if you're thinking of a card, you're thinking 1 through 10, Jack, Queen, or King, and then you think of that suit. Do you understand?
Don't play that up too much, because you might,
Okay.
you might cause more confusion. Because you're gonna think, you said this is hard, this is done. You've already had that.
Yeah,
So I would just, and I would focus in on something right away,
okay.
and say, you think of it, and this, you give commands by asking questions. Can you think of a card? Okay.
Should I pick someone then?
Yeah, you pick someone and say, you say, can you think of a card? You pause, and let them filter through, and then you start cutting off. Don't think of the ace of spades, because everyone says. the ace of
Oh,
spades.
okay.
Don't think of the queen of cards, don't think of the king of clubs. You know, pick the ace of spades, everyone picks the ace of spades, so you're cutting, you're narrowing it down to the.
Yeah.
But give it
Okay,
a-
so Scott, can you think of a card? Okay.
Yeah, so
the
there's,
order,
move it
order
closer,
thing.
bring it, move it closer. You
Yeah,
have to move into his space, that's the first thing.
okay,
Say now, and then use your hands up, don't make it easy for me.
okay. I'm gonna have you think of a card. I
And
don't want you to
don't make
make
it
it
easy.
easy for me.
Don't make it easy for me.
I don't want you to think of the cards like ace of spades or 7 of diamonds or the queen of hearts. You know, the ones that people would.
I would get the king of clubs too, that's all.
King of clubs.
Yeah. You want to, so once you eliminate those, even though you didn't say every, people are gonna eliminate those, all the face cards. They're just gonna do it.
Oh,
So you name a couple of the face cards, and you name the ace, and that way you wanna trim off. No ace, no.
yeah, and no 8 of clubs, because we've already used that one.
You say, okay, picture it in your mind, and you say, I would, and so you start, you're modeling, with it. Say, picture it in your mind and use your hands to draw a card.
Okay, so we're not gonna use those normal obvious cards. So I want you to just picture another one of those cards. And it's just.
That's why we're
isn't-
practicing.
It isn't flowing. All right, so,
Like this. I like you picture a card, look at, just focus your eyes on that card.
yeah,
We want you to concentrate on each of the pips of those, on that card.
oh, so
And I
we're going
want-
after the number first.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it, and actually, when I first looked at it, it was the other way around, but it was so close to naming the number of the card that I was so close, I wanted more space, time, to forget that I did
Yeah,
that. So say, picture the card, and I want you to count the pips, don't do it, so, you know.
but what if and they are thinking of a picture card?
Well,
there's-
and then they'll look really puzzled,
Oh,
and then you'll pick up on that. I've never had anybody pick a face card out. I've done this hundreds of times. I've never had anybody pick a face. Oh, never happened. And if they did,
yeah.
yeah, because they're just, actually, if you eliminate the king and queen, they don't. I've never heard that. Oh, is that right? Oh, and I don't know, I think I might have missed like a suit once or once in a while. Sometimes I might be one off in the value, but. You won't nail it 80% of the time. So, but you say, and you really, you want to control their eyes, that's part of it, that later you're gonna have to, I don't know.
I control myself.
The eye movement is how you're gonna.
Yeah.
So, right when you say, I want you to focus, try to look at here, and look at, you say, no, look at the card. Look at this card
Yeah.
floating in front of you. And I would like you to look at the pips and count them yourself, send them to me one at a time. Like if it's the 3 of whatever, you say 1, you send it to me 1. So you're setting the pace. So I'm counting. You say start and let me know when you're done. So in your head, you're going 1, 2, 3. You're counting along with them.
Yeah,
Because you set the pace. And you then say, well, that's good. And then you want to, you don't have
so
to.
how far You go all the way up to 10?
It might, she went up to 8.
Depends on what.
And I just kept counting in my head, I go, okay, we'll see what happens.
So do I normally go all the way up, or do I, when I get a feeling?
No, you let them count, they'll let you know when they're done.
Yeah.
And if they say, if it goes on, you say, have you finished? And they say, well, yeah, I said, well, let's do it again, because I didn't pick it up. And start over again, say, let me know, we start, and let me know when you're done, otherwise I'm still thinking, trying to still pick it up. And you are picking it up, you're just counting along with it, right?
Okay. So you're thinking of a card. Okay.
You hesitate.
Now, I want you to just imagine the spots on the card, the tips. And I want you to just, as I count up, just think about that number. So.
Send to me the pips one at a time, concentrate, look at the card, imagine the card in front of you, and send me the pips one at a time. Like this,
Oh.
1, 2, 3, let me know when you're done, start now.
All right, so I want you to think of that number, and I'm gonna count up, and you just send me those pips one at a time. One.
For example, so let's say for example, you have 3 pips, and you count like 1, 2, 3 samples, 1, 2, 3. So you're setting the pace.
Yeah. Okay.
We count with them silently.
You count silently while he's counting.
You're setting a base.
You're setting.
So I'm saying, so for example, if it was a 3, I would count up like this, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You said 3 and
Yeah, no, but I'm saying,
That's very good.
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna be looking for you to go. I'm done.
I used to do this, I say, name 5 things that you really enjoy, and I show them from fingers.
I think the problem is that I don't know what I'm looking for. If I'm just turning up. I don't
So
know
now
what-
the count, you're confusing the second card trick with this first card
Oh.
mental thing. Because when he was counting with the number, I think you're confusing those two. So with this one, you give him the example of how he's gonna count it in his head. So he's gonna go, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just count like that. You've got the card you picked, and so when we're ready, I'll tell you to start, and you start, and then so you watch, and okay, you started, now you just in your own mind count at that same pace. When you're done,
Am
tell
I
him.
doing it out loud at this?
No.
Oh,
You're just watching.
See, you're timing his counting in his head.
Yeah.
With the pace you just gave him. Because
Okay.
it's exactly what I did. I was counting to 8 at the pace he just
Oh,
portrayed to
So
me
frame
counting.
it as you're sending me the picture of this pit.
Yeah.
One at a time.
Yeah.
So it's not, you don't emphasize like, oh, you're counting and I'm counting. So you're sending me, and I'm thinking I'm receiving this.
And
Almost seems obvious.
then tell me when you're done.
To get to that.
Oh,
Then
okay.
tell me when you're done, sending me the count.
And if you watch their face, sometimes they go,
Yeah.
and you don't say, well, you just let it go on.
Done.
I thought, I can't let him know.
It's right. They do it, you won't do it, you just like smile.
all
That
right.
makes sense now?
Yeah, more. So, I'm picking it up. So I'm gonna have you, think of your number. And
Think of the card.
think of the card, and just kind of visualize the pips on the card. And I want you to just count, the number of pips on the
No,
card.
send me the picture.
And I want you to send them one at a time. So for example, if it's a 3, you'll go 1, 2, 3.
And I would point like you're on the card, like you're visualizing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
oh, that's good. Yeah, so you're visualizing and you're imagining and you're counting. And for example, it would be 1, 2, 3. So you ready to begin? Okay, so now get a good image of your card.
Don't stretch it out too long, say,
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, just go ahead and start now. Okay, so I guess now?
No, you put that under your hat and keep that to yourself.
Oh, okay.
Then you wanna change the subject.
Oh,
So now you wanna go after the color. And you could distract.
so it's kind of like a break state kind of,
Yeah.
like, you know, how did you enjoy your meal today?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You might bring up a math thing, you'd say, what are the odds? Yes, you're right there. Anything like that, just to kind of break that, so people.
Okay.
It was. So you want them to forget about that.
All right, so, hey, did you sign the sheet?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah, okay, oh, let's get back to the cards. So, now you gotta, imagine the suit, okay? And,
So the next thing you would say, the way I originally laid this trick, the guy tried to get the suit too, and I don't think it's that important. So he would say, actually, he didn't do the thing about what I did with the eye movement. He did do eye movement, but I remember it was not as good as mine. I have to say.
so if the card's black,
Yeah, so, and use
you
your
don't
hands,
think of any.
use your hands like you are. So if the card's black, like,
Yeah, black
it's
is
emptiness. There's
nothing, so you don't have, there's nothing to even think about. But if it's red, then there's.
I would like you to think of something you own.
Oh,
It's that same shade of red. And, so that means they have to access that memory, which means they have to move their eyes.
Right.
Which is the other thing I want to point out, this has nothing to do with anything, is when you look at cards, when you look at the different kinds of cards, some of the reds on the cards are like bright reds, and some of them are almost brown.
Yeah.
And the reason why that is in casinos, cameras overhead can't see those pale red colors. So they have started it's all brown.
Really hard to see in the dusk.
Yeah.
So, okay, so just a minute. Let's pretend, Scott, I don't want to ruin your thing, but let's pretend Scott's card is red. And you asked him to pick something that he knows it's red, and Scott has a red car. So I'm looking at his eyes, seeing, is he bonding with that red car? Or did he let the black go?
If it's black and they're not thinking at all, if it's red, they're gonna access some eye movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then does that tell me then that your color is red?
Yeah, it's red.
Okay, I figured it was red.
And so, and then you get to the point, so you know the number, you're pretty sure about the number. And you know the color for sure, because I've never had that fail.
Yeah.
If you don't see their eyes move, it's black. If you see their eyes move, they look like they're
Okay.
rummaging through their sock drawer or something.
And then at that point, you have a 50-50.
So so you can just take a stab at it. This guy would say, you know, if it's a red card, just think of cards, and if they smile, that means you got it wrong. If they don't smile, that means you got it right. But I don't bother with
Well,
that.
what if it was black and you said black's nothing?
Yeah,
So
so
their
I said
color
move, so
stays.
you know it's black.
Then you know to their colors.
But
Which is
not,
what she did. Her eyes
so
didn't
my,
move.
yeah, my, okay, so eye doesn't move, it's probably black.
Yeah.
And if it
Okay.
moves, it's red.
Yes.
All right,
Okay, got it.
Yes, it's very unhealthy. Yes, very unhealthy.
Nice.
You're setting the time because of that base. And then they're either accessing the red card, red something,
Yeah.
or they're not, if it's black. And then also like, you look at the person, you try to size them up. I told her to pick something really, really obscure. She picked black. Question is, she like a tricking with clubs, or is she gonna go as fast? She's gonna touch clubs. There's just a character reading. And some people are they might, if it's red. I heard very few people pick diamonds for some reason. They always pick cards, or they try to be obscure with clubs.
all right, so, did you have the top down when you drove down here? Oh, well, never mind. We'll go to the color of the card, okay? Now, if the suit of the card is black, I don't want you to.
So body language.
So, but if it's red.
And then change your voice. I don't like you.
Oh, okay.
I'd
Oh,
like
yeah,
you to think, I'd like you to. Something. And the secret of hypnosis, we all know, is saying things. You give special meaning to the phrases that, I like to think of something that you know. Same.
okay. All right, so if it's a black card, yeah, there's no. But I'd like you to think of something that's near and dear to your heart. No, it's like he can do that, but if it's his card.
But
Only if his card is red.
Yeah, it's only in, the way that you stated.
Yeah,
Okay, you're right, you're almost there.
yeah,
Okay, so I want you to think about the suit. Now, if it's a black, don't think about it all.
Right.
It doesn't matter. But if it's red, think of something that is dear to
okay. All right,
It also helps if you have them say, look at the kitchen, you're looking at, because then their eyes are here. And then you know that they're locked, that they're not just wandering around the room, right? And then when they think red, they go, oh, then the eyes move. If it's black, their eyes are still locked. So the idea of focusing on that, imagining that card, picturing that card out of mind, your eyes are already locked. So if there's movement,
that's plus, that's putting it in a trance.
I think I already have it. Are we still thinking about that same old card? Anyway, so if the suit that you chose is black, don't worry about it. But if it's red, I want you to associate that with something that's near and dear to your heart.
focus on it. But your
Yeah.
voice is just, you just very delicately.
Yes. Okay, so now I think I have an idea what it is.
Okay, so then you do this, every mentalist does this, now wait a minute, let me think, oh, right? It's like, oh, yeah, you can do this, or you can do like the X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Professor Stack, can you say?
Whatever your magical gesture is, you do that and say, and then kind of look away, and you know it's a gamble. And so you sort of anticipate, and then you reveal, you can say, if it's a black card, you say it's a black card or a red card, you put it into.
Yeah. And then you just come out with it. I think
Yeah,
it
just say,
is.
is,
Okay, let me see. I'm
see,
getting
I'm
a
not sure if you're,
feeling.
and because you're not sure, you say, I'm not positive about this, I'm not getting a really clear picture. But could it be?
Yeah, could it be a 6 of spades?
No, play that, say, that's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm not
Okay,
a
I project.
No, I really think it was a 6.
No, don't do that.
No, so, yeah, that's okay.
Immediately shift the blame. Say, some people actually have to see the card to be able to.
Oh, so
We're
you're
gonna work with some disabilities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna go this down. And it's actually better if you. It really is, because once you do
Oh,
the
good.
card, like, wow, you just had to warm up a little bit, look at it going out. So now you say, let's do it with a real deck of cards. Real, it's something you can see in the in your hand.
You're gonna want me to do that too?
If you, anybody.
Because I still haven't gotten this thing yet.
Okay, who, would you like to try?
Ooh, that one is tough. The shuffling on that.
Do I get to
You
pick
can
the
pick, you
next
can
one?
pick which,
Okay,
you don't have to
okay,
do,
all right.
I gave you a selection.
I was wondering, I don't shuffle very well with a full deck, so I've been doing today is just picking a deck, just grabbing just this much and then pretending to shuffle at least some cards.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You can
have
do
to
that,
that way.
it's, if you, because you're not gonna be shuffling the cards anyway, they're gonna be shuffling.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what course you use.
Mhm.
That's okay, and if you have somebody who's a volunteer and they can't shuffle cards, and you model for them exactly what you just did right there. You do this.
Are we through?
So, actually, that's 8 hours.
I'm curious how you shift the blame on them without being too obvious about it.
No, you are being honest. You
Now,
want to be
how
funny.
did you know, how did you?
You
know
want to be
this?
funny. It's, oh, it's okay.
How did I know?
I know you're
You
laughing,
like-
because you're shifting the blame on the other. You're not very good.
It was too long between them.
Yeah,
It was,
I
it
didn't
was,
catch
it was
my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can put yourself like this.
What I was saying.
That's why.
It's tough.
And that's, if that's the shuffle you're gonna do.
The
versus
grandkids
not
are
the version of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and you can do this.
So
you can
wonderful.
have-
So amazing.
You can shuffle this way.
Practice what I mean.
There's no,
Repeated what he said.
this
Once
is
you
more,
see in the card, it doesn't matter where it is in the deck anyway. You're just going to look it over and just say, this is it, right? And
well, yeah, so, you know, like when, so if you do this, like you shuffle the cards like this. Actually, one, you see, you got a lot. Come up the front. And if you want to sit in the chair, that's okay. You can remember. I don't understand.
Hey, get me out around.
Yeah. Say, okay, let's say you're the person who didn't get it. That's okay. Not everybody's very good. But maybe you need to actually see the card. to be able to do something. I mean, if you think about like the jack, who can remember all the parts of it? But the picture, you do. So then you say, I want you to shuffle the cards, so you hand her the cards. You shuffle them. You hand back,
and they've been shuffled really well.
and then you say, the cards are shuffled, is that fair, right? You
Oh, is
get
that fair?
everybody, because otherwise they'll say, you cheated, you. So you get them to commit visually, you not look for the head nods. So then you say, all right, this is gonna be the easy one. So I'm just, you just spread them out and say, I would like for you to touch a card.
Okay, I'd like you to touch a card.
So if they start to pull out, say, no, that's
Nope.
okay. And explain that you might pull the cards out of the floor. So, and then you
film that card.
so you have that card. That's on the bottom. No, that's good, say,
I'm sorry about that.
yeah. So give me a second, I'll pick it back up and you just do it again.
And this is where their partners get in your wallet.
Okay, and then,
Make sure they're all facing the same way.
yeah, I gotta do that.
But you know, when you do things like that, it's endearing. People,
Mhm.
as a magician.
Now it's a real
You
person.
want as much sympathy as you can get. Some people are just like, so if you do something wrong, it's well.
Sorry about that, I'm still new to this.
And so then you say, just touch a card.
Touch a card,
So, okay, so then you say, and then you.
and show it up like this.
Say, now, is this the one you want?
Yeah, is this the one you want?
Okay, well, don't go like that. Don't go like that. Is this the one, right? Then say, now I would like you to remember it.
I'd like for you to remember
So
it.
no, the hands. This hand goes up to your forehead, and this, the other hand goes down by your knee, it's facing down.
Okay.
So I like, and then turn from side to side, and make sure you're getting all buttons. Everybody got that? Everybody can remember it? And as you're making eye contact with them, you set this on top.
You sit this on top.
No,
The other
your
one.
left hand,
That's
left over
the-
right.
that-
You set it
right
right.
the first time, okay.
All right. So then you square it up like, well,
You go like this, and then you just go
yes.
without doing that.
That's your version of that. That works just fine.
Yeah.
And then as you square it up, you turn it up and you take a peek at the bottom. But don't do that way.
Yeah.
Do it facing towards you. And then you, now that you know what it is, and then you shuffle the rest of the way, really, just finish the shuffle. And then you set the cards down, or however you want to do it. I always make a point, like,
Well, I don't have it. Well,
you don't have a thing to do it, right? So
Yes,
then-
I just put it on
so
my
you-
lap.
And then do your thing.
Okay, so Yeah, I noticed that you came in today. Were you driving?
Yes.
It was wonderful weather, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I liked it myself. Yeah. Oops, I'm sorry. We gotta get back to the car. Sorry about that. And then go back to doing this.
No, you're done. You know what the card is, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm not
You
sure.
looked at it though, right?
I tried.
Okay.
It's this card, but I just,
Is it the two?
two of the heart.
I focused on the
Three.
first. Let's see. I don't think I
Supposed
saw
to be
that
two
one.
hearts.
Well, let's just say. that you did.
Say I saw it.
Oh, you shuffled the cards again afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we didn't do that.
So then you say that you.
They show it to me. Is this your card?
Well,
Right?
I showed,
No, you're done with the cards.
I'm
Now
done
you
with
just
cards.
say it.
You just say it.
Yeah.
And I said it was the two of hearts. That's what I said.
Or-
Actually, look at the bottom.
Yeah.
But-
Spades.
Three spades.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time.
So
Yeah.
a little bit of practice and you,
We
you
can do
know,
a lot.
like, where you're watching TV or something like that, you can practice shuffling the cards. Yeah. It's just, when you're not used to manipulating cards for beginners, like, oh, you're all fingers and everything's kind of awkward, but it's pretty fast. I would say you should probably learn how to do the overhand shuffle. And so you do it like this. Left hand. Square them all up. Turn it like up and down. You see my palm is down or facing up. That's it. And my thumb is at the side. We can all kind of follow along with this. I'm gonna show you a really sneaky thing. So then you just take the cards off the back. Like this, like your hands are. Your index fingers up in the air, you pick up here like this, and then drop some on the other side.
I don't think so.
Here? From here?
So you take them from the back,
Over the back.
pick them up from the back, and you drop them in front. That's just called overhand shuffle.
But you keep the bottom
Well,
card.
that's the next step. You're getting more advanced.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I just want everyone to practice that. It's just
Practice
overhand
that.
shuffle.
And once you know what the card is, you could turn that back into a mental list thing. Okay, I want you to now concentrate on that card. Don't tell me what it is, but send me that vision telepathically. Oh, was that the three of clubs? That was.
Three spades.
Three spades.
What do I know?
Well, he was saying like what she was doing.
Oh,
Mhm.
three is.
So then,
Yeah.
here's something that no one but a magician will tell you this. See my little finger?
Mhm.
This is a book, another kind of a bookmark.
Mhm.
And so let's say I want this card. Always, I want this card in a position at all times where I know where it is. I'm trying to cheat, playing cards or whatever. Put this on top. So when I pick up the cards from the back, when I put them down, I don't put them even. I go like this. I in-jog that. And then I sloppily put cards over. Look where my little fingers is marking that break. So when I pick it up, I pick that part up and I drop that on top. And this is still in place. That's cheating. And it's good. So once you know that, then as you're talking casually, you go here, you pick that back piece up and you throw it on top. Then if you want it on the bottom, it's on the bottom. Or if you want it on the top, I haven't showed you just before, you just keep shuffling like this, and you go down to the last card, and now that's.
And your card on the floor.
And if you shuffle what you want on the bottom, you pull up one, and then you do. So that's, my mother taught me this too. I was about in fourth grade. So you just practice that. If you're watching television, there's where your card, you want the card at the top. Try not to look at the cards. If you drop it, that's fine. And on the bottom, you put it on the shelf. Bottom. If you buy brand new cards, they will be all over the floor.
Oh,
yeah. Used cards. But there are magicians who get used to that, and they go through a deck of cards a week. when they start getting a little bit more comfortable for me to get rid of them. So. How long do we want to go to? I can go for a long time.
However, thinking about further, and I know sitting and we're kind of getting to that overload piece, because it was, that's my take.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
So maybe if there's questions that Glenn can answer, or if there's one more thing you wanted to make sure we saw.
I have
Before we left,
one
but-
that's kind of like a gift to give someone as we leave. So I'll do questions first.
What question do we have to ask to get?
Well, then I hope you'll all can see how this builds like a bond between you know, a lot of people all at the same time, right? And you can go anywhere in the world and walk into a party, as long as they speak English. You speak whatever languages, and you can find a deck of cards. You can even skip the whole thing. But you can make friends.
Mhm.
I have a friend who's never had a real job in his life, but has been a magician. His early 60s on a ship. He goes all over the world. And I've got pictures of, you know, photos of him in Taiwan and Singapore and all over South America. I don't think there's a country that he hasn't been to, so maybe. But that's how he makes friends. And I have a picture of him in rubber band tricks in Japan. And there are a line of people, as far as you can see, trying to see what's going on. So it's an easy way to break the ice. And it's an easy way to collect clients. When I was doing this, I could, they stand in line, I have my cards, and they would want to talk to me. And you don't want to be breaking down, you want to sit and talk and make eye contact with them. And give them your full attention. And then tell them, you know, how you think you can help them if they have an issue. Here's my card.
And then they start booking on your blog.
Yeah.
Your website.
Or just say, call me on Tuesday.
Yeah,
It's better to make.
better to say call me on
Call, yeah.
Tuesday.
Cool, thank you.
Mm.
Okay, one last thing. Did you shuffle?
And it's, you're practicing, so maybe.
Always compliment somebody when they shuffle. Even if they drop one floor. Okay.
Yep.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Nobody, right? So I'd like for you to. Cards. This one? This one or this one?
This one.
This one, okay. So, I'm not gonna try to keep this a secret. So, right? Nice. Actually, let's do this. Is there like a pen, some kind of a?
Like a Sharpie or something?
Yeah, like a Sharpie or something?
You want a color? I got 4 colors.
Yeah, what color would you like?
What color?
Color Sharpie.
Blue.
Yeah. Just get your hand in
There you go.
And I'd like for you to put your credit card number on there. And there's like expiry date, they just really pick you. And sometimes they like those funny little numbers on the back.
Yeah,
You can put your initials or some significant sign.
and the credit limit.
And make sure that's right. So, this is the, once you hit sign, right? Okay, so now I'm going to, I'm gonna do this invisibly. I'm gonna take that card and I'm gonna put it in this pocket. Cool, huh?
Thanks.
But
You did it before you did that, didn't you?
you don't believe that's the card?
Uh-uh.
You think it's just any
You have
card?
two, you have 2 decks.
Your card was the 8 of spades, what is it,
10 times.
like that?
Yeah.
Whoa. You can keep that.
That's very impressive.
That was beautiful.
Keep that, and that's gonna be
Yeah.
your lucky charm. Put that under your pillow, every night you'll have nothing but sweet dreams. Thank you very much. I see lots of smiles. I know her first coming, like, I know this person. What's he gonna do? I don't do magic tricks, I do therapy. But you can have both. Okay. If anybody has any further questions at any time, oh, I will be sending you, this. Oh, I have to give you, I had some annotated, workflow or flow. Could somebody pretend this?
By the way, before anybody leaves, check your wallet.
And this is my kind of my cheat sheet that so I try not to forget things to tell you.
Oh, this is.
And so I will send you PDFs.
Great.
So that you have a little more, something else to refer to.
The faces are good.
Yeah, and I'll have my email address on there if you have any questions.
That's your card.
And by the way, if you get interested into the magic part, I would say, my advice is, if you're gonna learn a magic trick, do it by video. Get a video, because I know the old musicians that, yeah, I'm gonna see that. I read this and I learned so much more. I can't tell by the description. The writing is not that good. And you get really confused and you quit. You don't even learn it. You don't even see what the trick's supposed to look like. You just look at it in the book. But if you get a video, you can at least see how the hands move.
The sword.
Yeah, I don't know that I would go to YouTube for that. I would go ahead and spend some money on some videos or DVDs.
They do have a lot of them on YouTube where they show the trick from the viewpoint of the
Yeah.
subject. And then they show from behind the scenes.
So the only reason I wouldn't do YouTube is that it's just too many people
Oh, yeah.
have access to it, whereas if you buy a DVD, somebody had to spend, you have to spend a little bit of money to get the trick.
Right.
And you can watch it over and over and over again, and it just tends to be a little higher quality production. And there used to be like stores you could go to, brick and mortar stores and buy magic stuff. And those have slowly disappeared over time. If you know of it, you go and talk to them and say, I want to learn some easy mentalism trick. But there's a whole world. You think hypnosis is the big rabbit hole. Yeah. So it's magic is too. You can do coin magic, you can do ropes. But I presented what I did is for the power of the mind. I want to keep on that thread. So you went from, the magnetic fingers and all those convincers up through mentalism with the cards, so it's still about the mind. And then I went to, and we didn't really practice any of the hand face stuff with the instant and quick inductions. I wouldn't do any where they're jerking in their arms. You never really, it's not your first. That, as your hand moves toward your face, your eyes begin to change your focus. As you become organized, I'd like you to close your eyes and sleep. I have that memorized from day one. And it's just really easy, and you just keep one hand on the shoulder to see if what they're going to do. If they're going to pitch face forward.
We're gonna have a chair behind with our failure.
You can begin to see when they shift, and then you just say, and keeping your body straight, erect, and keeping your balance. And you can feel that they will. But these 3 fingers here, this actually comes from Aikido samurai, where everything these 3 fingers are this sensitive, and so I got that picked up from that. Rather than do this way just works better, at least for me. If I'm touching somebody's shoulder, and it's like very.
And fractionation, what part was that?
Oh, we didn't do, that's because we didn't spend that much time on, so when someone goes into trance, so you go deeper and deeper and deeper, and 1, 2, 3, open your eyes, That's right, and close your eyes, sleep, and they go, so you keep doing it, and they go up and down, up and down. Each time they go down, they go.
Right.
If you've never practiced it, that is, fractionation is, especially if you're trying to do something fast. If you just say, 1, 2, 3, eyes closed, one, open, whoop, and deep, and you let you get that, boom, down. And people just, if they were resisting, they'll just they'll go into mush.
Just doing those three fingers, magnetic hands, arm levitation, each one of those is a fractionization.
Yes.
So going deep.
And you're building from the very beginning, the whole presentation, having them seated, doing truisms up in the front, all that stuff, you're building this entire experience.
And if you don't count them up, you just have them open their eyes.
Yeah.
Then you're going to compound that even deeper. And then at the end,
Yeah.
I'm going to count to 3 and
Right.
come back.
So I mean, you guys are not hypnotists, where you got your own. elbow piece to put on that. You guys have all done this.
Yeah, this is fun. That really opens up a lot of possibilities.
And how hard would it be to repurpose this for like a presentation? So there's a health fair, you want to take a booth at the health fair. How hard would it be to take some of these elements and put it together? Not hard at all. And the thing about the health fair is that you want to put up a little sign that says, next hypnosis demonstration at 3:20. Don't go 3 o'clock. Don't do 3:30. It's like odd times. And they'll go 20.
Yeah.
And then they'd be huddled around.
Joint induction.
And then you can, as they're huddled around waiting for the machine, you can walk around and do some movement. There's some rubber band magic. All right, thank you so much for being such a.
Thank you.
Welcome, thank you. Did you say this?
And
Oh, I'm thinking of Pinkerton. Welcome. And welcome.
Thank
you. Just to let you know, our next major event will be in March. For those of you who are new members, you will be getting emails periodically. We're also starting a OHA bulletin email that's going to come out every month, other than the month that we have events, because you get the journal. And that's just going to be a bullet point of what's going on and what's happening, and keep us up to date. And if anyone's taking classes or whatever, we can spread the word that way and still stay connected and social. So look forward to that. The next one's going to be just the email saying this is what's happening. Yes.
2 things. One, if you're interested in the treasurer's report, I do have copies of that, so you can have that. And Jean has her hand up. So what did you need, Jean?
Well, I wanted to say I'm really looking forward to meeting Sabrina and Anne and Blaine in person, and I welcome you to OHA. It's a wonderful group of people, and then there's everybody that I know that I'm sorry I'm missing your warm, lovely hugs, and I just wanted to say hi.
Hey.
Wonderful.
And as always, if anybody has a question about the treasurer's report, let me know, treasurer@ohanw.org.
Super. Thank you, Jean.
Hey.
Everybody learned something new today?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're signing
Hopefully
up.
not too overwhelming. You can pick and choose. You can pick and choose. You don't have to learn it all.
Can I do one more, thanks to what you taught us today?
Different, right?
Yeah. They're all different. In subjective persuasion, any card that you want. Don't show me what it is.
I'll show you.
Show me what it is. Memorize it. Take one.
I'll take this one. Thanks. Uh-huh.
And take that. Are you sure you want that one? Okay. All right. Already slim pickings there, but take any one. Don't show me what it is. All right. Oh, sure. And then more.
And
Okay.
if you got cards off the table there, you can just toss them, man. The Guy I got it from has
Before you're
about
done,
600
though,
decks.
Before you're done,
Ace of spades.
Listen.
don't tell me what the card is, but I want you to put it up on your forehead. Put it on your forehead, close your eyes,
Put it on your
and I
forehead.
want you to think of a very pleasant experience that you've had. One that filled you with joy, confidence, and that sense of abundance. Put that
Got
card
it.
right on your head,
Yes.
and think of that experience that you've had. Okay, and now look at the card. Is it the business card for pediatric hypnosis?
I feel so relaxed.
I got 8 bundles for it. Those are new cards.
Take a candy thing home too.
Jean and Joy, thank you for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and close the meeting.
You're welcome.
Nice to see you both.
Thank you for being here.
Nice to see you all.
I could do this for 3 people, or I could do it for many people, but I'd rather do it for many people.